Welcome to the People's Music Network Song and Poetry Swap. We are now streaming live on Facebook. My name is Ben Grosscup. I'm the executive director of People's Music Network for Songs of Freedom and Struggle. And we just want to welcome folks in right now because we're about 5 minutes before the show starts. The show begins at 7:30. We've got an amazing lineup of members of the People's Music Network who are going to be sharing music with you tonight. And Rick Burkhart, you're one of the people who's going to be performing tonight. How you doing? Where are you coming from?
Well,
What's
I'm
up?
coming from Urbana, Illinois, the home of, I believe, the largest COVID testing program in the United States right now, as a matter of fact.
Really?
Yeah, they hired some physicists to come up with a model for how to test. So they're testing every student at the University of Illinois twice a week. And I think that something like, last week they said something like 2% of all of the tests in the United States were happening in this town. So that's the claim to fame of Urbana, Illinois, right at this particular moment. In the past, Urbana was famous for being the birthplace of the HAL 9000 computer in the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey. So this is a slight improvement over that.
Wow. Um, well, we're really glad to have you, Rick.
Great to be here.
I hope you're staying safe out there. Hope everyone is. So what we're gonna do, just feel free to unmute yourself one at a time. Sally, give a little hello to us, Sally Campbell. Where are you coming in from?
Well, a town that you may have heard of is called New York City, and we're doing great. I just was at a Black Lives Matter rally, and well, it's really more of a vigil. Every Friday we say 200 to 300 names, and then repeat them, and a bell goes, and then at the end, for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, we have silence. That is the longest period of silence. And I'm a Quaker, so I'm used to long periods of silence. But you're thinking about somebody not breathing. I breathed a lot. But singing is breathing, and we're here, and we still have breath. So let's speak out and sing out and have a wonderful evening.
Well, thank you so much for that encouragement, Sally. Hopefully we're gonna hear some songs tonight related to the topic you were just
Would
just
be, would be.
vigilant about. By the way, I just posted into the Zoom chat a link to the Facebook live stream. So you can go ahead and click that link and you can uh, actually share that link on your own Facebook page to let people know that the show is happening. It's a way that we can kind of welcome folks in. Mario Cancel, how are you? I just saw you got into the Zoom room. You're live on Facebook right now. Feel free to say hello, just a greeting from where you're coming from.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Super happy to be here and to listen to your awesome songs and share my own. And yeah, and I'm really looking forward to this. Thank you. Thank you, Ben.
Glad to have you. Who else do we got in this Zoom room? Thanks, Mario. Uh, Lydia Adams Davis, what's up? Do you want to say greetings from where you're coming from?
Greetings from beautiful upstate. Haha. We don't consider Beacon upstate, but a lot of people think we are upstate. We have the beautiful Hudson River here. And so far, we're all doing really well at wearing our masks. A lot of people are hiking safely. And as you most of you know, this is the home of where Pete and Toshi Seeger and the Clearwater are birthed, and we're very active with the Beacon Sloop Club as well as the Clearwater here. And our club, the Town Crier, has also brought many famous people through. There's all I got to say is that I'm grateful to be here at People's Music Network, and I have been a member for umpteen years. It's been requested I sing a particular song tonight, so I will.
Great. We'll look forward to that. Really
Thank
looking forward to that. Let's get one other person in it. One person who's new. How about Lucy, all the way from Nova Scotia, right, Lucy?
you. In
Can you
the
say hello?
Spring Hill.
Is this your first time coming onto a PMN song swap?
It is my first time. I'm actually a dual citizen, and but I'm in Nova Scotia. I heeded the call with the Prime Minister, and so we've been here since then. And let me tell you, my heart is with everybody in the United States right now. I've written a whole CD practically on all of this, all of these past 6 months. And anyways, I'm really grateful to be with you. My tours are canceled. Everything's canceled. It's so nice to have some camaraderie here on the
Well,
internet.
well, I'm really glad that you could be part of this. And for your first time, you come to the right place for camaraderie. This is the People's Music Network for Songs of Freedom and Struggle. So, well, hey friends, it's 7:30. Again, you can post the link I just put into the Zoom room to social media. That's the message. Tune into the live stream of tonight's People's Music Network online song and poetry swap. The topic is Songs of Freedom and Struggle. So I'll just request everybody mute real quick. I got a few little things to say to get us started. Again, if you missed this, my name is Ben Grosscup. I'm the Executive Director of People's Music Network for Songs of Freedom and Struggle, and I'm based here in Western Massachusetts. Our organization goes back with roots to the late 1970s, and we've been gathering in person twice a year for many years, doing these events where that camaraderie is built. And since March, we've been doing this online. And I think we've had like about 35 different events. They've been different kinds of events. Some of them have been public live streams. Some of them have been like more private. Some of them have been themed around really specific topics, specific genres of music. Some of them have been a little broader. And tonight we're just really looking forward to hear kind of the full breadth of the concept of people's music, understood from a lot of different perspectives and touching on a lot of different issues. So our mission as the People's Music Network is to sustain and grow a diverse community of performing artists, activists, and allies who use music, poetry, and other forms of art as catalysts for a just and peaceful world. We're very conscious about being relevant to the times that we're living in. I know that's what a lot of people are bringing to the music that they write and to the music that they sing, and also the poetry. Last night we had a poetry-focused event with Martina Espada and Lauren Marie Schmidt, also joined by some singers, Charlie King, Soli Canto, and the rap artist Jen Dog Lone Wolf. So that was a cool special event that is still archived on the People's Music Network Facebook page. Very worth checking out. We have been doing these kinds of events, like I said, for since March, about every week, and we're very much looking forward to this coming Thursday, September 24th. Keep an eye open on the website for the specific announcement. But the title of it is "All Power to the People: A Musical Speak Out Against the Racist State," and that is a program that is going to be kind of unique. Actually, we're going to the collective organizing it is led by Lindsay Wilson. We're going to have Jen Dog Lone Wolf as part of it. Dilson Hernandez and Lucy Murphy have all been part of the planning process, and we're going to actually have some videos of the voices of Black liberation activists throughout American history, in dialogue with what the musicians and the poets are bringing to that space. So it's going to be really looking at the duty of the artist in this time to reflect the times, as Nina Simone said, and to shape the times with their music. So the last little things about tonight is do share the Facebook live stream, either through the link in the Zoom chat, or if you're already watching on Facebook, why not just share it right there. Lyrics. Now, we have about 20 different artists on tonight, and if you want the lyrics of your song to be shared during your performance, what I'm going to ask you to do is have that be the first thing that you say. Hey, Ben, or you can even message me before your song comes up. Hey, Ben, I'm going to want my lyrics to be shared. No problem. I can put them up on the screen so that everybody can see them. Just know that when I share your lyrics, your screen gets kind of small and the lyrics get big. So people will mostly see the lyrics if you do that. So the default is to not share the lyrics, but I actually have posted the link into the Facebook live stream and into the email confirming today's event that actually takes you to all the lyrics that were submitted for tonight. So that's a little bit.ly link with today's date and PMN swap in there. So you can file that and actually read along with all the lyrics if you like to have lyrics in front of you. Because we also want to be able to share those. If you hear something tonight, you can use that as a reference. Go check out the lyrics afterwards. One of the other things we're trying to do is offer encouragement to one another as a way of building that camaraderie that was spoken of before. And we do invite each participant to think about that encouragement in two ways. One being, listen to the artist who came immediately before you, and then have the little moment where you stop and sort of, before you even get into your own piece, recognize something that you heard in the piece that came right before you. So you want to be brief, but say something that struck you, something you heard that was interesting to you, that lets the people know that you're listening, because we're about listening in this community. The other way you can do that is using the chat box, of course, and we don't have applause and in the same way, because when everybody unmutes, it becomes kind of a cacophony and a little hard to listen to. So we're going to do sometimes visual applause. I'll sometimes go to gallery view so that we, I'll see everybody applauding on the Facebook live stream. But yeah, just kind of using that chat box, because you can say something specific that touched your heart. Hey, wow, that touched my heart in this way. Put the person's name in there. Be specific about what was moving to you. Make liberal use of the chat box if you'd like, if that fits your fancy. You don't have to. But the other thing is that we're asking each performer to stick to 5 minutes. So thank you all. We're really excited to have everybody here. I'm going to get the show started by, and I see people are putting into the chat already, like, hey, put the lyrics up when I'm on. And that's great. Actually, I'll make a little mark, because I have a list of everybody's names right here who's performing tonight. And on that list, the very first act, all the way from Tennessee, they are Michael and Nell. And with that, Michael and Nell, I want to ask you to unmute yourself and to introduce yourselves.
Hi, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay, well, I'm Michael and this is Nell.
Hey, everybody.
Not to be confused. And
we're coming to you from Nashville, Tennessee.
And we're going to play a song for you, which we actually recorded, and it's on our latest album, Welcome Home, which is actually the number 5 album on the folk charts, which is rather gratifying. So the song is by the great Irish singer-songwriter Jody Gallagher, and it's kind of an apocalyptic number
called Days Gonna Come.
Ready? Days gonna come when the water runs out and the well runs dry. Plants are done, the fish can't swim and birds can't fly. What you gonna do when the crops don't grow, sun don't shine and it's 10 below? Never gonna say that I told you so, but the day's gonna come. Who you gonna follow when you realize they were all in the wrong? Who can you believe when you know you've been deceived for far too long? You can cover your lips and your ears and your eyes, and we'll see you all here, no tell no lies. Ain't no way you can never deny that the day's gonna come. Day's gonna come when the world we know is gonna make us pay all the debt we owe. What a crime, what a sin, what a mess she's in. Yeah, the day's gonna come. And the night's so dark it'll scare the rain, and the wind so cold it'll chill the grave. And the master working for the slave, yeah, the day's gonna come. night so dark it'll scare the brave, and the wind so cold it'll chill the grave, and the master working for the slave. Yeah, the day's gonna come. Day's gonna come when the world we know is gonna make us pay all the debt we owe. What a crime, what a sin, what a mess she's in. Yeah, the day's gonna come. What a crime, what a sin, what a mess she's in. Yeah, the day's gonna come. There.
Woo!
Very much.
Thank you.
Michael and Nell, thank you so much for that song. Rick Ward, do we have Rick here? We have two different Ricks. I'm talking about the Rick who has RYC. All right. All right. We're going to move along to Lucy. Oh, hey, there's Rick. Rick, it's you. How you doing? Let us know if you hear me. Go ahead and unmute, Rick. So you're going to just unmute press the unmute on the Zoom, because you're still muted, and I see you're talking though, and I see you're with us. We're very happy to have you. So in the lower left-hand corner of the Zoom meeting window, you will find that unmute button. We're really looking forward to your voice. It's a beautiful voice. Don't hear you though, Rick. So, Rick, we don't hear you. All right. Well, I'm just wondering if maybe Rick is having a little issue there with the computer. That's okay. Rick, I'm going to let you work on that, okay? Lucy, are you here, Lucy? Do you want to unmute yourself?
Found it.
Hey,
I
just in
found
time. We're going to get to Lucy right afterwards.
It's a miracle.
Well,
oh, brother.
Happy to have you. So, little delayed gratification here, but
Yeah.
do you want to tell us, Rick, about Michael and Nell and what you heard in that song, Day's Gonna Come?
Oh gosh, you know what? I just tuned in. I've been searching. I did not hear it, but I'm betting that it was absolutely wonderful.
Well, here's what we are going to do then. So, Rick, I'm going to ask you to hold on for a second. We are going to go to Lucy. Lucy, and Lucy, would you like to comment on the song you just heard from Michael and Nell? We'll go to Rick right afterwards. All the way from Nova Scotia.
Yeah, can you hear me? I just read the most horrible news. RBG just passed away, and it's just blew me away.
Ruth
It's
Bader Ginsburg
unbelievable.
just died.
Yeah, that's what I just saw.
That's
on
horrible
the
news.
internet.
That's
So-
very, very bad news.
I'm gonna sing this song with all my heart, and it's a song called "Do Something," and I believe more than ever we have to really be together and tell our truth. And so this is a song called "Do Something." Do something. Do something. We people are putting up a fight. Do something. Do something. We're gonna stand up till you do what's right. It's not about the left, it's not about the right, it's about bloody weapons killing everyone in sight. Get your body to the table, get your head out of the sand. You don't get any more chances, better come up with a plan. Do something. Do something. We the people are putting up a fight. Do something. something. We're gonna stand up till you do what's right. Know that we are watching you with all that we can stand. You read a teleprompter like a Stepford man who cares only for himself and his privileged clan. We are tired of this horror movie. Do something. Do something. We the people are putting up a fight. Do something. Do something. We're gonna stand up till you do what's right. Sitting on the front porch, zooming on the line, you can lie your way to hell. Everything ain't fine. Heroes in scrubs, uniforms in store. You've got blood on your hands. We won't take it anymore. Do something. Do something. We the people are putting up a fight. And when this is all over, you better hold on to your comb over, 'cause we're gonna get you right back. Coming back, we're gonna get you right back. We're gonna do something. Do something. We the people are putting up a fight. We're putting up a fight. Do something. Black lives matter. Now do something. I said black lives matter. We're gonna stand up till you do what's right. So when this is all over, you better hold on to your comb over. November is gonna be blue. Oh, November is gonna be blue. Do something. We're gonna do something. We the people will be putting up a fight. Putting up a fight. Do something.
Wow. Bravo. Thank you, Lucy. Wow, you shared with us some devastating news that has clearly affected everybody here. I guess this is extremely recent news. I want to let Rick speak about Lucy's song, but does anybody just want to maybe share something, a quick reflection? Wave your hand if you'd like to say anything right now. Dave Tarlo, go ahead and unmute. You're muted though, Dave, if you want to say something. Did you want to say something, Dave? We're just taking a little...
Yeah, I said we got our work cut out for us, people, as if we didn't already.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. Jesus.
Yeah. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, just taking a little departure from the normal procedure here. We don't need everyone to say something, but does someone else want to just offer something to the group right now? Storm, also from Greenfield. Hey, Storm.
So much power in such a small frame, guiding light that will truly, truly be missed in a time when we really need to find our way through the darkness.
Yeah. Well, I'm at a loss for words. I just I think that we're in a very dangerous situation as a country, and you know, it's a travesty. You know, when when under Obama, that guy Antonin Scalia died, you know, and the way that the system didn't like adhere to constitutional principles, you know, in order to have the normal procedure go forward, you know, and the system is very broken right now. So let's go to Rick Ward. Rick, we want to invite you to start by sharing some appreciation and love for our sister Lucy Blue, Lucy Blue Tremblay.
That was one heck of a song. The way it was sung, it's still resonating in me. The way that it's written, and it's really the cry of the people right now. This is how we all feel, and it's wrapped up in good musicianship, great singing, and timely sentiment. Thank you for that. That was awesome. So
tell us where you're coming from as well, Rick, and tell us about your song.
Yes, I'm coming to you from New Paltz, New York right now, and I have another relatively brand new song. I probably wrote it about 5 weeks ago, and I had a friend of mine listens to Fox News all the time, and he, in a roundabout and articulate way, accused me of being unpatriotic, and my guitar came up with an answer to that, and it says, "Hey, I'm patriotic," you know, and I was thinking about my buddy down Tennessee when I wrote this one too. It goes like this here. It's about this whole mess we find ourselves in. Can you hear the guitar all right?
You're sounding great, Rick.
All right. You take the right, I'll take the middle. Step right up, bring out the fiddle. Somebody's picking on a banjo, all in the band. Well, there's General Jackson, old glory too. Abraham Lincoln and the boys in blue. Everybody had trouble all over this land. Old Uncle Ted gonna bring us a song about working on the railroad way too long. Sister Sue's got the long gone blues, they're all in the band. Sister Sue's got the long gone blues, they're all in the band. They can't make up their mind. Every one of us neighbors, all on the very same road. Up on the mountain, down on the range, folks on the radio, quiet to range. Way down yonder on the river, we all got a fishing line. Way down yonder on the river, we all got a fishing line. Except for maybe the vegetarians. Some say peachin', some say blind, some just pouring out the turpentine. Everybody's got matches all over this land. There's a whole lot of trouble, not much time. A whole lot of fuss about the bottom line. Everybody's got children all over this land. Let's shine a light, love just a little. Step right up, bring out the fiddle. Everybody's got little tykes all over this land. Most everybody's got little tykes this land. Oh, sweet America, don't let us be undone. When will we stand up together as one, my sweet America? Sing it with me one time. Oh, sweet America, don't let us be undone. When will we stand up together as one, my sweet America?
Yeah, Rick Ward, beautiful.
Thanks.
Oh, you're coming through good, Rick. Sounds great. Thank you so much. Our next performer is David Tarlo. David Tarlo.
Hello, hello.
Hey, good to hear your voice, my friend.
That was, we all got a fishing line. Granted, some have more bait than others, but that was great.
Thanks.
I was going to sing Midnight Special, but I think I'm going to switch gears here and sing this for Ruth Bader Ginsburg with the middle section. A lot of you will know this and you can join in, and then the middle section everybody will know. To my old brown earth and to my old blue sky, I'll now give these last few molecules of I. And you who sing and you who stand nearby, I do charge you not to cry. Guard well our human chain. Watch well you keep it strong. As long as sun will shine. And this our home, keep pure and sweet and green. For now I'm yours, and you are also mine. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better world a-waiting. We can make it if we try. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better world a-waiting. We can make it if we try. We're all traveling this earthly journey from the cradle unto dust. And the way we'll be remembered is a choice that is up to us. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better world a-waiting. We can make it if we try. We can make it if. To my old brown earth and to my old blue sky. Now I am yours, and you are also mine. Thank you, Ruth.
Bravo, Dave Tarlo. Thank you so much. Oh, that was beautiful, Dave. Really wonderful to hear your voice. Patricia Shannon from Georgia. Can you unmute yourself and say hello? Are you there? Hey. Patricia, you there? You can unmute yourself.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey.
Devastated by the news about Ruth Bader Ginsburg, of course. I hope I can sing a song without breaking down and crying. But it starts off humorous. Can you hear me?
Sorry, there's a little issue there. So let me see if I can fix this. And there we go. Okay. Yes, we hear you. We hear you.
Okay.
Yes, it's better now.
I've hooked up my little portable keyboard. I don't know whether you'll be able to hear it. I have it sitting on my lap. Try to get some accompaniment here. Summertime and the living is sneezy. Flowers blooming and the pollen is high. Grass is growing and it badly needs mowing. But when I do, my allergies always make me cry. Summertime and the living is itchy. They're growing faster because of global warming. Hot and scratching, it's all night. Summertime and the wildfires are red. Thunderstorms bringing lightning after it's hot and dry. Hurricane season, wild winds and flooding. Global warming is making the world from summertime, and the living's not easy. 'Cause we found our own nest, now we're bearing the cost. What a beautiful world that we chose to despoil. I cry when I think about all we have lost. Summertime, summertime, summertime. And I wanted to say thank you for the previous song, very apropos. Thank you.
Patricia Shannon from Georgia. Thank you so much for sharing with us tonight, Patricia. Our next performer is the other Rick Burkhart. Rick Burkhart, are you there?
Hello, I believe I'm here.
Good. Would you like to
Do I
tell us what
see?
you heard in Patricia's song?
Oh, I heard a lot of things. I mean, I think it's great, for one thing, to build on classic songs from the past, and that's one of the more important American songbook songs, I think, for a lot of reasons. I think it's always good to have humor. I think it's always good to allow the plant and animal kingdoms to get a say. I certainly relate to the allergy message, and I feel pretty strongly that allergies are, they're a good thing. They're the flower kingdom's way of showing us who's boss. Flower power, I think, is what that's called. And I like that the song takes that dark turn near the end. I guess we're all probably feeling a little dark right at the moment. Trying to think of anything to say about that. One thing we need to say is that, like, what a fantastic human being Ruth Bader Ginsburg was. And, she squeezed out decades of protecting us at a time when a lot of people could have retired. So we've got a lot to thank her for. And I know that her legacy is going to be with us forever. I also want to say, in the midst of this incredibly dark year, this is obviously devastating news, but we knew that something terrible was going to happen between now and November. And, it's a bumpy ride. On the other hand, the thing I try to remember is that, like, in the midst of this terrible chaos, this dumpster fire of a year, we've also seen this country actually have the largest protests ever in the history of this country. And not only are they the largest protests ever, but they're, as far as I know, the largest protests ever where a group of people stands up for a group of people that isn't necessarily their own group. It's an extraordinary thing we're living through. So, not that this is the perfect time to get all upbeat, but I want to write a song that I wrote a couple months ago. I want to play a song that I wrote a couple months ago about the way that history can change when you don't quite expect it to. Your childhood was ringed by cotton fields. The hands that picked the cotton cooked your meals, while you grew up to be a lawyer, then a general of some renown. You fought the Union off at Chancellorsville. Your cavalry was flanked at Fisher's Hill. They felled your men. Now follow them, statue down. The cotton which those nameless people picked, you took from them and packed it in your ship, then sailed it to the mills at Liverpool, pound for pound. And from those sails you sailed the money back to keep your southern armies in the black. Now the bill is due, and so are you. Statue down. Statue down. You thought you were glory bound, and now you're on the ground. You face the changing wind, no stone and no bronze to insulate your thin skin. From Bristol Bay you reached across the sea. for silver, sugar, gold, and ivory. Your Royal African Company sure shopped around. And on the new world's shores, the souls you sold weren't yours, except for one whose time has come. Statue down. Statue down. You thought you were so profound, and now you've been decrowned. They drowned you in the bay, the gallery of decay, where you're exhibit A for a day. And history is strange, but history can change. You made history, now so do we. Statue down.
Wow. Rick Burkhart. You know, one thing I want to say that I neglected to say in welcoming Rick is back in 2018, Rick served as the People's Music Network Artist in Residence along with Charlie King in 2018. So, Rick, thank you for that service to the network and for participating tonight.
It's my pleasure.
Great to have you here. So following Rick is Lucelia de Jesus. Lucelia, welcome. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, would you like to extend a word of love and appreciation to our brother Rick Burkhart?
Rick, history can change in a minute. The first thing I thought of when I heard that was, you know, the difference between January and February and March this year. And you know, and then the theme about the statue down, my goodness, that's amazing that we're seeing this happen. But it reminds me of Fidel Castro, who never wanted a statue erected. It was prohibited. And so, you know, statues are an important part of history, but they do need to be changed if taken down, especially when they mean terrible things. So I appreciate that that music. But the change is amazing, the way things can just turn around and flip in such a way that it's unexpected. So thank you, and everyone's songs so far have touched me. I'm sad about Ruth. I hope that we can all reflect on the 1,000% that she gave us throughout her life, and that we take it to heart and, you know, make it our worthwhile, because she definitely gave her all. So, you know, sad news. So,
So we want to hear about your song too.
yes. So the song that I'm Lucelia. I'm from Puerto Rico. And this Antonia Martinez was a 20-year-old woman who, in 1970, she was participating in some of the student protests against Vietnam. And so she was actually watching the protests in Rio Piedras, Puerto Rico, at the University of Puerto Rico. And when she saw that the police, you know, knocked down somebody, she, you know, brought the attention, confronted the police. And even though she was in a bit of a distance, he shot her and killed her. So Antonia Martinez then has become a symbol of youth organizing, police oppression. And this was in 1970. So, I mean, we certainly can relate to that now. And there's a lot of beautiful songs written for her, and this is one of them. The author is Antonio Cabanbale, better known as El Topo. Verde Luz is one of his most famous songs that I think some of you might know. But I'm hoping we can relate to Ruth Ginsburg with this beautiful song. It is in Spanish, but basically it's a tribute to her life and what it meant to the youth. Antonia, tu nombre es una historia de un pueblo que te busca y se ha encontrado en ti. Antonia, tu nombre es como un alma, los pájaros desatan la luz del porvenir. Antonia, los pueblos no perdonan. Un día esa ley se ha de cumplir. Aquellos que un día derramaron tus pétalos de sangre no sabían que así echaban las semillas en el aire y a la vista del pueblo habrían de surgir. Antonia, los pueblos no perdonan. Un día esta ley se ha de cumplir. Tu muerte, la juventud la canta, es bandera en sus labios y es bala de fusil. Antonia, aquí estamos presentes para mostrarle al mundo la luz que nace en ti. Aquellos que un día derramaron tus pétalos de sangre no sabían que así echaban las semillas en el aire y a la vista del pueblo habrían de surgir. Antonia, los pueblos no perdonan. Un día esta ley se ha de cumplir. Tu muerte, la juventud la canta, es bandera en sus labios y es bala de fusil. Antonia, aquí estamos presentes para mostrarle al mundo la luz que nace en ti. Antonia, los pueblos no perdonan. Un día esta ley se ha de cumplir. Antonia, los pueblos no perdonan. Thank you.
Woo! Lucelia, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's great to have you back. Mario Cancel, want to welcome you to the stage. Tell us where you're coming from and extend a word to our sister, Lucelia.
Yes. I'm in New York. I'm from Puerto Rico as well. And thank you, Lucelia.
I'm in Worcester, Massachusetts right now.
Thank you for that beautiful interpretation of Caban Vale's song. I'm a big fan of Caban Vale. You know, he's one of those singer-songwriters that, shaped Puerto Rican Nueva Canción in a very significant way with Roy Brown, Andres Jimenez, and so many others that are lesser known. And Verde Luz is the second anthem in Puerto Rico, it's the non-official anthem. And he was a poet also. He was a published poet, so or he is a published poet, so he also has that beautiful way of wording songs. So thank you so much, Lucelia. In regards to the song that I'm gonna share it, and Ben is actually gonna share it with you because it's an MP3 and he's gonna be showcasing the lyrics. I'll be brief in my introduction. It's called "In the Music," and I composed it reflecting on life under COVID, in this whole situation. Of course, now when you hear it, it'll sound a little different given the current context of Ruth's passing, no? But I hope that it'll still be uplifting. I do want to say that this MP3 recording was done with Hudson Valley Sally, of which David Tarlo is a part of. He just sang a song a while back. And also Ruben Gonzalez, an awesome Argentinian singer-songwriter. So talking with them, I got inspired for it, and then we all started recording from our houses. And David Tarlo spent a lot of time trying to mix our sounds. So it's a home recording, but it's beautifully done, all things considered. And David also helped me to translate it from Spanish to English because it was originally in Spanish. So thank you, David, Hudson Valley Sally, if you're listening, and Ruben, and I hope you enjoy it. And thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Mario. And I'm going to ask you a favor. In case the sound is bad or any problem with the thing, I'm going to ask you to interrupt it, and then we'll start over. But I think it's going to be okay. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
For those who lean on a screen to hear words of love, for the widow who grieves with no way for her loss, for the children who weep for the grandma who left, for those in the hospital alone and bereft, for them this song. I sing this song for the friend who's nearby and yet so far away, for those risking their lives to save life every day, for the cashiers, the firemen, the farmers who grow the food the delivery man brings to my door, for them this song. We sing this song. In the hour of dark, we live by the spark of the music. In the times when to touch is to harm, be touched by the music. When the wind of the sea is so far, be caressed by the music. May the chant of being apart be arranged by the music. When you feel the breath of the angel of death and you cannot embrace the ones who remain, may the sorrow and pain fade away in the music. For the sanitation worker, the caregiver of elders, for the nurses in pain, drivers of buses and trains, for the mailmen, the teachers, the brave volunteers, the activist singers who break down in tears, for them this song. I sing this song for those in solidarity, those who give wholeheartedly, for the one who's forsaken, the forgotten First Nations, for the poor who do not make the 6 o'clock news, the immigrant workers who just cannot choose, for them this song. We sing this song. In the Search for the warmth of your voice in the music. May justice prevail above all in the music. And hope lasts forever for all in the music.
Beautiful, beautiful. Wow. I mean, like, I gotta say, you know, the Mario was the organizer of some of the Nueva Canción track at the last time we were in person earlier this year in January in New York City at the People's Music Network Winter Gathering. And it just in your songwriting, there's just so much cross-cultural stuff going on with the bilingual, with the music itself, you know, like the way it feels, the instrument you play, incredible. And very, very moving to think about those images of breath and everything as well. Just had to say a little something to express my own words there. Our next performer is Lydia. Lydia, feel free to speak also to Mario if you'd like about the song you just heard. Go ahead and unmute, Lydia Adams Davis from Beacon, New York.
Merci. Merci mille fois. In the music. Oh my, oh my. Thank you. It heals the soul to hear a beautiful, beautiful voice, and lyrics and sentiment, especially now that we're all united and once again losing a fair fighter and a strong soldier. So I can't say anything else in English. There's times when I wish that I would speak Spanish, but Spanish speaks to my soul in song, as you did. So thank you so much. I'm not going to post my lyrics while I'm singing because I like to just have people sing along with my voice and my face, but they are available. The song I'm going to sing is called Did I Miss the Demonstration? And the reason I chose it is because it was at a time when there was so much drama connected with Central America and Age of the Contras. You remember those days. And one of the brave soldiers of that time had been fighting in Vietnam, and he was a lawyer. And he felt, his name was S. Brian Wilson, he felt that he had to drop out of the Army, get a good discharge, not a, AWOL, no. So he came home, and then he felt, as he saw that what was going on in Central America was so awful, he said, I have to do more. So he joined a Nuremberg convention or movement out in California, where he demonstrated with others against the aid to the Contras that went on a train that headed south just about every day. And for unknown reasons, to anyone who was there or who mulled it over later on, the train, which would stop and allow the demonstrators to cross the tracks and block the train's travel for just a few minutes, didn't stop when Brian Wilson was on the tracks protesting the aid to the Contras, and therefore his both legs were amputated. And I did get to, thank you. I have cousins out there that sent me the newspaper article, and they said, we know that you've been wanting to express something about your generation's Vietnam War. So I wrote the following song. Let me grab my guitar.
Quick question for you, Lydia. I just wasn't sure because I don't know if I heard it correctly or not. Did you want me to share the lyrics or not?
I prefer people to just look at me.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, no problem. Thank you.
I think unless you've seen enough of me and would like
No, we'd love to see you. Just was checking with you to make sure, but I'm going to post it to the link if anybody wants to listen to it, watch it afterwards.
I learned that trick from my mother. It's a way of fishing to get compliments.
Well, we have lots of compliments to offer, so
We don't need them. I know how beautiful I am. Okay, so
good.
here we are. 'Cause may you all know that you are beautiful. Did I miss the demonstration and the grand parade? Vietnam had gripped our nation. Oh, what promises we made. Politicians tore my life in two. Undecided hand grenades caught the jungle from a victim who wouldn't haunt you from the grave. I see faces of the ones I killed. Cannot wash my hands of blood I spilled. Babies, mothers, tiny ancient men, there they die again. Then did I miss the demonstration and the grand parade? Vietnam had gripped our nation. Oh, what promises we made. The tearing of the helicopter blades wake me screaming in the night. Take my ears, my eyes, my soul in trade. Just relieve me of this sight. War has built in me an endless search. Am I really doing people's work? Do I need to kill and fight and change all the nice and good and fine I've lived with all my life? Did I miss a demonstration and the grand parade? Vietnam had gripped our nation. Oh, what promises we made. If I live to be 100 more, I cannot escape the blame. I will starve myself before I am whole and clean again. Care I not for my own safety now. Many more will surely die. Heck, it's just another war anyhow. They can kill me if they try. Did I miss the demonstration and the grand parade? Vietnam has gripped our nation. Oh, what promises we made. Once again, I'll raise my crying voice. Stop this war, we simply have the choice. Stop this war where peasant families dwell. Stop this madness, stop this hell. Stop these weapons and send them back. Stop this train here on this public track. Stop this train, stop, I am dead. Stop this screaming in my head. Did I miss the demonstration and the grand parade? And the news has missed the nation of the sacrifice we made. Did I miss the demonstration? Oh, what promises we made.
Thank you so much, Lydia. Bravo.
Say one other quick thing. I did get to sing that on the steps of the Capitol building and meet S. Brian Wilson when the war, in a way, was stopped because the aid to the Contras was ended with Teddy Kennedy. Just thought I'd mention that to you. Thank you so much for allowing me to sing these songs. Thank you.
Lydia, thank you so much for coming on and singing them. Yeah, Jenny Amanda Hurwitz wrote in here, and Lydia, what a melodic but heartbreaking song about what Vietnam vets and other vets go through for our government and corporations' bizarre, brutal agenda. And always your singing and playing are so incredible. Thank you, Lydia. Joe Verga, want to invite you to the stage. Joe Verga, how are you? Go ahead and unmute yourself, Joe. And yeah.
I'm here. Just give me a second.
Okay, I'll give you a little second.
Video.
Looks like you want to start up the video.
No, I don't want to start a video. I'm going to play it.
Oh, well, but we want to see you, so you have to press.
Oh, yeah, just give me a second.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
Now you see me. And now you know.
We do. We saw your picture, your smiling picture there for a second. Now we see the moving Joe Verga.
Well, I can have my lyrics up if you don't mind.
I can do that, Joe. Before we get onto that, just a question: Did you get to hear Lydia's song?
For many years, and she's an excellent songsmith, and that's an excellent song.
Yeah.
You know, and she's always matched the syllables very well, very correctly to her melodies, and I've always liked that about her. And she did it again. That's good. You know. My contention is this. We're never going to be we the people until they take the money out of politics. So no matter who you're going to vote for, who's going to get in there, if you don't take the money out of politics, you're going to get the same thing. Because it's all about seduction in Washington, D.C.
Hey, Joe, we got a request for a little bit louder. Do you have you found that little...
I don't know how much louder I can get. How about that?
Talk to us again.
Is that louder?
That is louder. Yeah. I think it's good. Thumbs up on that, friends. Yeah, sounds good. I think yeah, that looks good. A little close is good.
How about now?
Good, yeah.
I'm ready to do this. Okay, we can go soon. I don't want to take up too much time. There's a lot of other people don't want to play.
Good. I got your lyrics shared up on the screen now.
Some will claim we could change the world, do away with its hunger. And they offer praise, gospel hope. Why heavens, how they try. The road to hell is paved with the purest intentions. Noble minds break down sometimes from tender loving lines, in a silo in the heartland, all who cheering in the grandstands never have to fight and die. So tell me what is real. I want to do the right thing for a hollow horn of plenty Some will claim we can free the world if we lay down a weapon, and they offer peace with no release from a grip made of iron, and the check's always in the mail. With respect in the morning, that God we trust over Lincoln's bust whispers tender loving lies, tender loving lies in the print of legal tender. Then the borrowers and lenders, why they've lost sight of the prize. So tell me what is real. I wanna do the right thing for our Lord of plenty. Pass his judgment when I die. And the love of mine in its silo in the heartland. All the cheerful in the grandstands never have to fight and die. So tell me what is real. I want to do the right thing for our Lord of plenty. Pass his judgment when I die, or is that a tender loving lie? Some who claim we can change the world.
Joe Verga, bravo! Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that song, Joe.
Well,
Great to have you.
for 50 years now, something like that. Anything that's come out of Washington has always been lies. So, I'm sorry. Until you take the money out of Washington, you're never going to have a government of the people and by the people.
Hear, hear.
Just that simple.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much. I want to welcome our next performer. His name is Don Billings. Don, can you extend a word of appreciation to our friend Joe Verga?
Yes, Joe, great song. At a time like this, we certainly need the truth. There's so much we need the truth about, and we don't need any lies. That's for sure. Good song. Very good. I'm Don Billings. I'm from Long Island, New York. I'm doing a song that's in satire. It's called Let's Make America Great Again. Having a senior moment here. I heard about the great America. It was a land we never knew, where white men owned slaves and the Klan burned crosses around the land. Wasn't it just great back then? I heard about a great America. the boat. Men made the rules. Wives stayed in the kitchen. And a man's decision was always right. Wasn't it just great back then? I heard about a great America. No social security, no Medicare, no Medicaid. If you're poor, old, and sick, well, that's just too bad. Wasn't it just great back then? Oh, let's make America great again. I remember the great America, when all the ball players were white. No Jackie Robinson, no Willie Mays, no Bill Russell, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, just to name a few. Wasn't sports just great without them? I remember great America, when some couldn't eat where you eat, and if you protested, police might set the dogs on you. Maybe tear gas too. Wasn't it just great back then? Are you thinking of a great America? America that dropped the atomic bomb, dropped napalm on children, Agent Orange in Vietnam. I wonder, was America great back then? I heard it on TV. Children taken from their parents, children put in cages, babies taken, sent far away. Oh, how great we've become. Oh, let's make America great again. I'm hoping for a great America, where no one is above the law, where women are respected, no feeling, no groping, and they're not afraid to speak out. Wouldn't that be great right now today? I'm wanting a great America, where refugees are welcome in our land, where kindness and mercy are given to all people, and the Congress votes for the good of all. Imagine that, the Congress votes for the good of all. America great again. Let's make America great again.
Thank you, Don Billings. Bravo. Woo! Our next performer is Scott Free. Scott, I believe this is actually your first time on a PMN Song Swap. Welcome.
Yes, it is my very first time.
Hey, great to have you here.
Thank you.
Feel free
I'm
to.
from Chicago, so.
From Chicago.
Chicago.
You know, the People's Music Network had a winter gathering in Chicago in 1999.
I missed it.
Before I got involved too. But welcome. So would you like to share a word of love and appreciation for our brother Don Billings?
Yes, Don, that was a fantastic song. It's interesting because, you know, usually sarcastic songs just stop right there. So it was actually really, really nice to have this song have the two parts. It was fantastic. I loved it. And I was certainly laughing in the first half. It was wonderful. So I'm going to give a little plug. I don't usually do this kind of stuff, but the reason I'm going to is I run an independent LGBT music station called Alt Q Radio, and it's on Live 365. You can find it there. And the reason I'm plugging it is two of the performers tonight I feature on the station, Lucy Blue Tremblay and Rick Burkhart. So that's why I'm plugging it. So check it out.
Cool. Maybe you can put when you're done performing, you can put a link into the chat box, and I'll put it on Facebook Live too.
Great. Cool.
Thank you.
Do that.
That'd be great, Scott.
So so the theme of freedom and struggle. This is a song, a pretty recent song that I've written called "Every Freedom." Freedom to live and to love as you choose. Freedom to speak out and voicing your views. Freedom from oppression and patriarchy. Freedom to be the gender that you should be. Freedom from prisons and lands occupied. Freedom to have children if and when you decide. Freedom from gun violence to live in peace. Freedom from fatal shots from police. Every freedom we must fight. Every human has a dignity and right with all your passion. Heed the call. We must fight for them all. Freedom from entrapment and raids to deport. Freedom from internment camps, cages, and guards. Freedom from air assaults, bombing from drones. Freedom for refugees seeking a home. Every freedom we must find. Every human has a dignity and right with all your passion. Heed the call. We must fight for them all. Every kind of freedom in every kind of way. Every person deserves freedom from racism, sexism, ageism, ableism, racism, sexism, ageism, ableism, freedom from homelessness and poverty, from torture and genocide and slavery, freedom from barbed wire fences and walls, freedom from colonizers, dictators, all the freedom we must find. Every human has a dignity and right with all your passion. Heed the call. We must fight for them all. For every freedom we must fight. Every human your passion, keep the calm. We must fight for them. We must fight for them. We must fight for them all. Thank you.
Scott Free, thank you. From Chicago, Scott Free. Beautiful. Paul McKenna writing in here. Powerful song, strong words and melody. Great anthem. Someone else writes, Jenny Hurwitz. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Scott, for coming on to People's Music Network. I want to introduce our next performer and invite them to speak a little bit about Scott. Louise Hetzler from Massachusetts. Louise, how are you? Go ahead and unmute.
That was a lovely song. Really, I enjoyed that. Good lyrics, wonderful guitar playing, and a nice melody. Just has it all. So really great song. Anyway, I'm going to sing a song that actually Ben has heard this song 3 years ago at NERFA. I don't know if he remembers. I think it was a People's Music Network song swap there. I'm not sure that I shared it. And then I also sang it to him in the hallway right outside the room. Ben, I don't know if you remember that. 3 years ago, I wrote this. It's called The Trump Card. I'm going to do it a cappella with no accompaniment, since I only am singing into my telephone, and any accompaniment I try to put on just doesn't work. Here we go. Is it democracy at work, or the Russians at play, leading to the circumstances we are in today? The question at hand can make it hard to sleep or eat. Could World War III be started with a tweet? We want to go on living, making fun plans. We don't want our day to die to be in Trump's hands. And speaking of hands, the answer is in reach. The work at hand is urgent, and that is to impeach. Is it democracy at work, sing along, or the Russians at play, leading to the circumstances we are in today? The question at hand can make it hard to sleep or eat. Could World War III be started with a tweet? Deporting the dreamers, polluting the air, EPA shrinking till it's not even there. Building a wall is not what we choose, or truthful reporting being labeled fake news. Sing along. Is it democracy at work, or the Russians at play, leading to the circumstances we are in today? The question at hand can make it hard to sleep or eat. Could World War III be started with a tweet? Inflaming race hatred by adding the sparks, encouraging drilling in national parks, grabbing women without their consent, a cruel and heartless president. Is it democracy at work, or the Russians at play, leading to the circumstances we are in today? The question at hand can make it hard to sleep or eat. Could World War III be started with a tweet?
Thank you, Louise Hetzler. Bravo. Bravo. Louise, thank you so much. We got our next performer coming up is ELYAS Isaacs. ELYAS, would you want to unmute there?
Hi.
Oh, my fault. Try it again. I messed you up there. Just one more unmute. Thanks for doing that again.
Can you hear me now?
It works now. Thank you.
Great. There I am. Okay. Here I am in New York City on Staten Island. A big shout out and welcome to everyone everywhere. And That was really a great song. I appreciated hearing it, and it was very inspirational. There was some very good questions asked in the lyrics. So I think it was a very good song, and I was very happy to hear it. This evening, I am going to play something I call my peace medley, which is a number of songs having to do with freedom and peace. And so I'll get started here. yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's hell will slowly come by, and feed them on your dreams, because the past is such a goodbye. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh. Can you hear and do you see that yes, once and all, we must be free to teach our children what we believe in, make a world that we can live in peace.
Bravo! Bravo! Thank you so much, Elias.
Thank you, Mike. Playing
Thank
is, I
you.
guess, almost back to the way it used to be when I was playing all the time 35 years ago,
Oh.
which makes me happy, and it was a joy and pleasure to play it for you this evening, my peace medley. Both
Great to
peace
have you.
and freedom, and I think that's very important in the times we're living in. So thank you all so very much. I have a wonderful time so much. I'm looking forward to the end, especially to hearing you playing, what was it, Pete Seeger wrote the last verse, and you wrote a couple of verses to your song, Garbage.
You
And
remember.
I did, yes. And I remember New York City from the Clearwater.
That's a little treat for the
Yeah, I
end. That's right. Well, thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
all so much.
Elias.
Take care.
Sally Campbell is our next performer. Sally, please extend a word of love and appreciation for our sister, Elias.
Yes, Elias, you really look great tonight and sound great. It's terrific that you have figured out how to deal with this Zoom stuff, and certainly your playing and your singing is excellent at this point.
Thank you. That's a wonderful compliment. I truly appreciate it. I've appreciated listening.
I know we've all been
I
learning
hope
about
you like my top hat. I had a choice. I've got a bowl or a derby here or the top hat, so I thought
the hat's great, and I love the guitar strap too is really nice.
big-minded songs, I should have the biggest hat I have, so that's the one I chose, a stovepipe. And
Don't let your head get too big for the hat now. But it was excellent. What I liked was you had the confusion and the rage and the determination for peace and freedom. We don't want to have one without the other. And then we're going to teach your children well. That's one of my favorite songs. It's a great one. Good choices and a very nice progression, it felt to me, as though you were moving toward peace and freedom, which is a great segue for my song, actually. I chose that wonderful song that you may hear in Appalachian Spring, which is called Simple Gifts. It was written, apparently, they're fairly certain, by a Shaker back in the 19th century. Certainly the Shakers popularized it, shall we say. And to me, if we can get down to that simplicity, that honesty, that truth, that flowing of love. And I've got my lovely flowing of love pin on tonight. I think we will eventually come to peace. I was noticing as I was worshiping outside the other day that the trees are our allies. We just have to make sure they don't all get burned. It's terrible. But here I go. I'll probably sing it more than once because it's very short. But I hope I do it. And as I was practicing this, I have to remember I've never been a musician. I had songs given to me, so I'd learned to sing on key, which I didn't even know I was doing wrong. And I had to learn how to play the auto harp, which is the simplest instrument, but for me it's hard. But it's really helping me with my memory and being focused. But I had to learn to turn, keep making mistakes. It's all right to make mistakes. The first line is not, "'Tis a gift to be perfect." It's only, "'Tis a gift to be simple." So I'll do my best here. I want to check with Ben. When it says up there to turn the original sound off, that means it's on, and that's the way it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah. You want to have the words "turn off original sound" on your screen.
That's what I thought. No,
Doing good.
Just double checking. Okay.
Tis a gift to be simple, not perfect. I like that.
'Tis a gift to be simple. 'Tis a gift to be free. 'Tis a gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend we shall not be ashamed. To turn will be our delight, till by turning we come round right. So if you want to put up the lyrics, Ben, you can, so the people can sing along if they like, or maybe everybody knows this. That'd be great. 'Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift to be free, 'tis the gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend we shall not be ashamed. To turn will be our delight, till by turning we come round right. Last night went. So enjoy that playing through your head. It's one of those contagious songs that will hopefully stick with you. And enjoy. Peace.
Thank you, Sally. Beautiful to have that song, and I love the perfect simple thing. That was cool. Our next performer is Paul McKenna. Paul McKenna from Corvallis, Oregon. Paul, say a word to our sister Sally.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. I always love that song. It does remind me of a parody of that, which was, I think, written by Bobby McGee, that says, it's the coffee song that goes, when I wake in the morning, I will plug in the pot if I choose to do it. Drink my coffee hot, but I work in an office that is run by men who expect me to do it again and again. Coffee, the bane of my life. I am not paid to be an office wife. You got hands and a modicum of strength and health. You can make your goddamn coffee for yourself. Anyway, I just felt compelled to share that. This day started out really good because we were getting absolutely desperately needed rain starting last night here in Oregon, which is clearing up the air quality dramatically, which was really, really bad up until yesterday because of wildfires, and hopefully laying the ground for these fires that are getting perilously close to where we live in the Willamette Valley, and has already destroyed a lot of homes. And so that was the good news. But then hearing about Ruth Bader Ginsburg dying is putting me in a state of combination of terror and despair. I'm tempted to replace the song that I was going to sing with I'm going to go down to the river and drown myself by Ray Charles, but I could probably never pull that off, so I'm going to stick with the song that I came to sing. This is called Vote. It's to the tune of Vogue, the great song by Madonna, which ideally I would have electronic percussion and background singers and, you know, a lot of that going on, but I'm going to try and pull it off a cappella here. Okay, I'm going to give myself a note. 2020, all around America, is an election year. The time is here. We've got a lot of really big decisions to make, and that is painfully clear. It's easy to leave it up to someone else and not to get involved at all. But we might find out that we don't like the result, so let's get on out and raise our voices. Come on, vote. Get on out and help make a difference. Hey, 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 come on, vote. Get on out and help make a change. You know you can do it. Far away in Europe and South Africa, people fought and died. They fought and died and gave their lives to break the bonds of tyranny and win their basic rights. And here at home we had to do the same to win the right to vote for all. So don't you think that it would be a shame if we don't exercise the rights they fought to win us? Come on, vote. Get on out and help make a difference. Hey, 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 come on, vote. Get on out and help make a change. You know you can do it. Who will be our president? Who'll control the House and Senate? There's so much at stake, you see. That's why I feel such urgency. So come on, everyone, get on out and do it. Come on, vote. Get on out and help make a difference. Hey, 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 come on, vote. Get on out and help make a change. You know you can do it. Healthcare, jobs, and education, economics and taxation, housing, crime, and transportation, environmental regulation, issues that affect our lives, politicians will decide. President and governors, congressmen and senators. Now's our chance to make a choice. Don't be silent. Use your voice. Be a part of the solution. Make a campaign contribution. Call your friends and spread the word. Make sure that they're registered. Don't just sit there. Let's get to it. Now's the time for us to do it. Vote. You got to get on out and help make a difference. Vote. You got to get on out and help make a change. Vote. You got to just vote, 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 vote. Thank you.
Yeah! Paul McKenna, bravo! Thank you so much, Paul. Paul, great to hear you. Always looking forward to your parodies whenever I get to hear them. Thank you so much. Jenny Amanda Hurwitz is our next performer. Jenny, please step up to the mic.
Yeah, that was wonderful. I want to go sing that song everywhere in the next month. That was fantastic. We need a song about voting. I haven't heard a song about voting. So I just moved my Ruth Bader Ginsburg button to the front here. I am really sorry to hear about her. Really sorry to hear about her. And sorry for what that's going to mean in terms of if there's any way to block a Trump getting another Supreme Court justice. So this is a song I wrote. So Who's Essential Now? I've been working on it for a couple of weeks, and I'll just dive in. I hope you're hearing me well.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good, Jay.
Good. Because I can't tell as well through my headphone. I don't hear the guitar. Okay. My baby drives the bus. He drives the M15. Starts up in Spanish Harlem past Funky Bellevue on 25th Street. Just east of Swanky Gramercy, that piss-off private park. Beautiful Brotherhood Synagogue across 14th to the East Village scene. Along to Katz's Deli, to Chinatown and the Lower East Side where my grandparents been. Near the courts and City Hall and crossroads of Duane Reade, and then back up again, and then down and round and round and round and up and down. Helping people in wheelchairs board, thank you, Rita. Wherever they're bound, can't help but wonder where we're bound. Picking up and dropping off the loud, boasting teens, the tired workers at the end of their shift, and their rope. The old man with a cough, covered up, you dolt. Uh-oh, excuse me, getting off. Is he wearing a mask? Don't ask. I'm getting off for sure. Driver, back door, back door. So, who's essential now? The company VP, the fashion designer, rising star, celebrity on TV, the famous singer who's now reduced to Zoom like little old me. Or is it the cleaning lady, the bicycle delivery man, underpaid and overworked, providing for their fam, the teacher, the grocery clerk, oh, those immigrant fruit pickers, Caribbean home health aide, African American nanny, paid under the table, all American made, community activists, volunteers, good neighbors, BLM demonstrators, medical workers, and pizza makers, city council people, folks who know how to make our neighborhoods stay wow, even though, as some now leave for the Hamptons by the sea, no blaming or shaming, just saying it's only we now here in our buildings and streets, you and me. Okay, the 7 o'clock yell has toned down to Hooter 2, but brothers and sisters and gender fluid friends, don't forget who we're beholden to. My baby drives a subway train, she drives the number 9, keeps track of all blinking red and green in the winding sooty black. Before she moves that tonnage of long metal canteen, makes certain all hands, legs, and heads are safely tucked inside the clean machine. Her workers from 1 a.m. to 5 disinfected so we all stay alive. So the orderlies and maintenance workers can start writing the 9 live at 5 a.m. So, who's essential now? The company VP, the fashion designer, rising star, celebrity on TV, the famous designer who's now reduced to Zoom like little old me. Or is it the cleaning lady, the bicycle delivery man, underpaid and overworked, providing for their fam, the teacher, the grocery clerk, all those immigrant pickers, Caribbean home health aide, African American nanny, notorious RBG, the community activists, volunteers, good neighbors, BLM demonstrators, medical workers, and pizza makers, city council people, folks who know how to make our neighborhoods stay wow, even if some now leave for the Hamptons by the sea. No blaming or shaming, just saying it's only we now in our building and streets, you and me. My baby delivers the mail through sweat and snow, and what's the quote? It's on the main PO on 8th Avenue that's being sold. And even in pandemic, they are the ones Who will carry our vote while the lunatic in the big White House steals our beloved blue mailboxes? How obnoxious, like some Keystone Cop silent movie scene. Let's send the mean old family separating, pandemic and climate change denying, fracky, carny thief packing, got some tape. Grab the loser by the nape. Sure, we will give you holes for breathing. Don't let the mean old snake escape. Why am I insulting snakes? We can stand on Fifth Avenue and declare the nation belongs to all of us. After all, what good person would make a fuss? Real democracy means feminist, anti-racist, disability equality. Feed and house everyone, medical care, share the wealth, opportunity like water, like sun. So, who's essential now? Who's essential now? Who's essential now? Ha. Who's essential now? Who's delivering you food? Big landlord, tenant fearing eviction for rent they can't afford. Who's essential now? Little guy, little gal, and how? Who's essential now? 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 Now. Thank you. For Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Bravo, Jenny. Thank you. Thank you for that song. Well, I guess it's my role now to say a word about Jenny's song. So I was really struck at the beginning of the song where you're on the bus and you're like going around New York City and you're asking this question, who's essential now? And you're seeing all these people who are, and I'm of course very struck by this concept of essential worker and how it sort of exposes also that which is important, that which is not important, and when crises of life and death are really here, as they are, the kind of new political questions emerge, and you're addressing these questions in this song, and I really appreciate that. So thank you very much, Jenny. So again, my name is Ben Grosscup, and as I was putting the set list for tonight together, it looked like we had 19 people, and usually we can get through over 20 in 2 hours, and I think there was a little extra discussion tonight as we were commiserating about the death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So here it is, 9:30, and I want to ask you for your patience to hear one final song. Here it is. This song was first written by Bill Steele, and Pete Seeger kind of popularized it. And I can't believe I let that happen. Okay, hold on. Got to turn this off, and I'm gonna make it so that doesn't happen while I'm playing. Yeah, so Pete Seeger popularized this song. It's called Garbage, and
Pete Seeger.
Okay.
If he's garbage, then I'm.
No. All right, we're gonna keep you. It sounds like someone over there is excited about this, and I'm
just
I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
Unmute. I was just trying to turn the speaker up.
No problem. Okay. Here it goes. And I just wanted to tell you that in the spirit of the folk process, Pete Seeger changed the words that Bill Steele wrote a little bit, added some words. I did the same thing. Mr. Thompson calls the waiter, orders steak and baked potato. He leaves the bone and gristle and he never eats the skin. The busboy comes and takes it, with a cough contaminates it, and puts it in a can with coffee grinds and sardine tins. The truck comes by on Friday and hauls it all away. 1,000 trucks just like it hit the landfill every day. Oh, garbage, 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 garbage. We're filling up the land with garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. What will we do when there's no place left to put all the garbage? Garbage, 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 garbage. Mr. Thompson starts his Cadillac and winds it down the freeway track, leaving friends and neighbors in a hydrocarbon haze. He's joined by lots of smaller cars, all sending gases to the stars. There they form a seething cloud that hangs for 30 days. Mr. The sun licks down into it with its ultraviolet tongue, turns it into smog, and then it settles in our lungs. Oh, garbage, 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 garbage. We're filling up the sky with garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. What will we do when there's nothing left to breathe but garbage? Garbage, garbage, garbage. He travels through the countryside where fields of corn span far and wide. In the plants each cell exudes Monsanto's pesticide. The farmer drives his combine by for cattle feed and oil to fry the meals at the nursing home where grandma just died. Mr. Thompson grabs a Big Mac after choosing her gravestone as his arteries clog up and his heart loses muscle tone. Oh, garbage, 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 garbage. We're filling up our bodies with garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. What will we do when there's nothing but fast food and nobody has a clue? And there's never any time, and you haven't got a dime, and you can't have grass-fed meat 'cause there's nothing left to eat but garbage. Getting home and taking off his shoes, he switches on his cable news while the kids do homework with Netflix in one ear. The screens are filled with brutalities and alternate realities when suddenly a tweet storm from the president appears. Their Twitter feeds explode as the world fills with dread, and the anchors talk about the latest crazy thing he said. Oh, garbage, 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 garbage. We're filling up our minds with garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. What will we do when there's nothing left to read, and nothing left to need, and nothing left to watch, nothing left to touch, nothing left to walk upon, nothing left to talk upon, nothing left to see, and nothing left to be but garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. In Mr. Thompson's factory, they're making plastic Christmas trees complete with silver tinsel and a geodesic stand. The plastic's mixed in giant vats from some conglomeration that's been piped from deep within the earth or strip mined from the land. And if you question anything, they say, why don't you see? It's absolutely needed for the economy. Oh, garbage, 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 garbage. Their economics textbooks are garbage. Garbage, 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 garbage. What will we do when this system goes to smash and there's no value to their cash and no more money to be made, only banks to be repaid? Our kids will read in history books about financiers and other crooks and feudalism and slavery and nukes and all their knavery. The history's dustbin they're consigned along with all the other kinds of garbage. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It's really great to have everybody on tonight. I do want to say People's Music Network hosts these events on a weekly basis. And I think this is like the 35th or 36th one that we've done. And you know, we're really in this to sustain this network that has existed for a long time and to grow it, to develop it, to support one another. We not only do we do song sharing workshops, we also song sharing sessions like tonight. We also do song critique as well, so that we are supporting one another in developing the skills of songwriting. And at People's Music Network, you know, people have their opinions about what makes a good song. We operate on the basis that you can learn something from everyone who gives you feedback on your song. And that's a process that we're also engaged in. So we're going to be releasing actually a date sometime next month. There'll be a workshop led by Pat LaManna and Steve Deasy called If I Had a Song. And it's a peer critique workshop. I think we're going to be doing it October 26th. So watch out for that and stay tuned to the website. Thank you all for being part of this this collaboration tonight. And feel free to check out the website, peoplesmusic.org. That's where you can join the People's Music Network and sign up for all of our events. We're going to have a lot more events being posted very soon to the website as we plan them and get them together, and lots more open song swaps and opportunities to engage. So again, thank you so much. With that, I will end the live stream, and feel free to stick around and chat a little while if you'd like. Thank you.